Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Sri Tips here. And today what I'm going to talk about is making Stannous Chloride testing solution. I've had some people make some comments in the comments section about they've dissolved their gold and their solution looks just like mine, orange or yellow colored, and then they put in the SMB and nothing happens. It just goes to the bottom of the beaker and sits there and bubbles. No gold comes out of solution. And it's my contention that there probably was no gold in solution to begin with. It's a common beginner mistake to take some gold plated or some computer scrap items, hit them hard with aqua regia, and get that solution in a beaker, and then try to precipitate out a ½ ounce of gold, and it just ain't gonna happen. And what we need is a Stannous Chloride testing solution, and that's what this is. And I'm going to demonstrate how to make that. Okay, I just cut up a piece of filter paper and made little strips out of it and put it in this container. There's nothing magic about this. It's just a piece of filter paper cut into strips. Now what we'll do is, here's my old testing solution. Notice I made it on 24 October. I wrote the date on it. What I'm going to do is just empty it out into a waste container here. And the way I treat this is I just add it into my waste treatment bucket that's full of iron and dispose of it that way. So here I'm just rinsing it out. I've got a piece of filter paper here. What I'm going to do is just make a little pile of Stannous Chloride. These are Stannous Chloride crystals. I bought this on eBay about 10 years ago when I first started doing this. You just pour out a little pile about that big. That's probably a gram. Alright, what we'll do now is just kind of fold this in half, make a little crease, and empty it down into our little jar here. Now I'm going to add some pure tin shot. I bought this 10 years ago too. It was way too much. I bought a pound of it. This will last me another 20 years probably. But I just make another little pile of this. Now these are round and they will roll away, so you got to watch doing this. About a gram worth. And then we'll put that right on in our container with the Stannous Chloride crystals. Got some distilled water here. I'm going to fill it up to about right here, which is 25 milliliters of distilled water. Here I've got some hydrochloric acid. It's in a Wheaton drip tip bottle. And these were pricey. I think I paid $100 for 4 of them. But they're pretty handy because you can drip the solution out into your 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. So you put in 30 drops of the hydrochloric acid. Now we put the lid on here and shake it up, and it's ready to be used. The reason that this testing solution is so important is because we want to test our solutions once we've got gold dissolved, or we think we have gold dissolved. We want to test that solution to verify the presence of dissolved gold. And if we do that test and this Stannous Chloride test produces a negative result, then we can conclude safely that there's no gold in our solution. We don't have to waste the sodium metabisulfite trying to precipitate gold out of a solution that just isn't there. Here I want to demonstrate how important it is to test our solutions before we try to precipitate. This is a waste solution from a previous refining. This is a rinse solution from a previous refining. Both appear yellow. Both appear to contain gold. But now what we're going to do is we're going to dip a piece of this filter paper into each solution and test it with our Stannous Chloride testing solution that we just made. As you can see, that brown stain tells us that we have precious metals in this solution. Now I'm going to do the same test on this other solution. This is a waste solution from our previous refining. Get a little bit on our filter paper. And now I'm going to add some Stannous Chloride testing solution. And you can see there's absolutely zero reaction there. Even though this solution looks like this one, they both look identical. There's no gold in this solution, and the Stannous test proves it. That's why it's important to test our solutions with Stannous Chloride testing solution before we assume that they contain gold, because as this test proves, they might not. Now we're going to test our testing solution that we just made. Here I've got 3 samples: gold, platinum, and palladium, 1/10 of a gram dissolved in 100 milliliters of solution to give a 1 gram per liter concentration. I've got them in these Wheaton drip tip bottles. I'm going to apply a drop to a piece of white paper towel here of each of these samples, and then we're going to test it with our test solution that we just prepared, just to see what kind of a result or reaction that we get with these metals in solution. Here's our test solution that we just made just now. I'm going to apply a drop to the gold, the platinum, and the palladium. Alright, if you look at these test results here, the gold, I don't know if you can see it on camera very well, will have a purplish tint to it. The platinum is orange, and the palladium will have a greenish color under the brown there. Palladium and gold will look similar in that they're both brown, but this will develop, the gold will develop a little bit of a purple stain underneath the brown. The palladium will develop a little bit of a green stain under the brown. Here's what the test looks like after it's been allowed to set for, it's been an hour now since I applied the Stannous Chloride. You can see here, this is the gold. This has got a purplish tint to it. This is the platinum, and it will remain orange in color. And over here is the palladium. Notice how green it is. And so this is how these tests should look after we apply the Stannous Chloride to those solutions. Okay, today is the 16th of January, so I wipe off the old date that I had on there and put today's date, 16 January. And now this solution will last for up to 3 months. Alrighty, that'll conclude the video. Thanks for watching.